Hey everyone, welcome to Bill's Retro Gaming Show. On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at another new game coming to the Nintendo Switch online service very soon. An interesting minigame collection that's going to be coming out later this summer. And a new game and some updates for the iiRcade game system. Before we get into that though, if this is your first time checking out the channel, be sure to click that subscription button, click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video. Leave this one a thumbs up, and of course leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. Now let's dive in with the new game coming to the Nintendo Switch Online next week. And ever since the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack went live, we've had a pretty good idea of which N64 games would be coming to the system eventually. They gave us kind of a roadmap in looking at what games they had planned on release. And to date, they have released every single one of those except for one, and that would be Pokemon Snap. Well, it looks like we're finally getting that final game for the Nintendo 64 Nintendo Switch Online. Yep, that's right, Pokemon Snap is going to be coming next week. It should be available on June 24th to download. And yeah, I mean, this was always a cute, fun game. It's enjoyable, if a little bit short and repetitive. But it's good to see them finally doing this, and it'll be interesting to see where they go from here. Does this mean the end of N64 games for the Nintendo Switch Online? Or will we be getting more games from them? Considering we are still waiting on a direct for this month, which at this point may be the end of June, potentially on the 29th, which is after this is set to go live, maybe we'll learn more about the next batch that they plan on releasing. But yeah, it looks like Pokemon Snap coming to Nintendo Switch Online June 24th. So guys, next I want to point out a new game that's supposed to be coming out later this summer. And this just came to my attention earlier today, and this is called Atari Mania. Now this is meant to be a collection of, well, what they call micro games that basically draw from Atari's history of video games into mashups in almost like a WarioWare kind of setting. All right. And this is what the developer has to say. It says, a wild journey through video game history, Atari Mania is a video game collection wrapped in a hilarious retro-driven narrative of exploration and surprise. You play as the caretaker of the Atari Vault, the storehouse of classic Atari games. One night, a dead pixel appears, and soon enough, all heck breaks loose. Familiar and beloved games begin to warp, mutate, and combine into a series of increasingly crazy challenges. It's up to you to fight back the pixels and other surprising villains and restore order to the vault. So I don't really know much more about that game other than the trailer and what the Atari has to say about it. Supposedly it is coming later this summer. It is supposed to come out on Steam for the Atari VCS and also I believe for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, it looks interesting. Definitely one I want to keep an eye out on. Supposedly you play through it, and the whole point is you play through all these mini games that are mashups of classic Atari games. Like you might be fighting centipedes, but you're doing it with the Pong paddle and ball instead of the normal centipede spaceship. So things like that. And it just, like I said, if you're a fan of WarioWare and those kind of games, this might be right up your alley. And again, if you're a fan of old Atari classic games, as a mashup of the two genres, might be a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely going to keep an eye out on this one. And hopefully when I learn more, I will let you guys know. And finally, just some more news on iiRcade. And today they have released a new game for the system, as well as updating a couple of the existing games with online support. So yes, a long-awaited game has finally made it to the iiRcade system. This is The Legend of Kage from Taito. This is a side-scrolling hack-and-slash action game developed by Taito and originally released in the arcades in 1985. In this game, you take on the role of a young ninja named Kage on a mission to rescue Princess Kiri, the shogun's daughter, from the villainous warlord Yoshi and fellow evil samurai Yuki. Kage must fight his way through a forest, along a secret passageway, up a fortress wall, and through a castle, rescuing her twice in order to win the game. Each time the princess is rescued, the seasons change from summer to fall, to winter, and back to summer. So yeah, this is, I always loved this as a fun game. This was one that got ported to the NES back in the day, and that's where I originally remember it from. I remember playing this game but being very frustrated because I could never get very far in it. So I'm kind of looking forward to trying the arcade version and seeing what that is like. But guys, if this is one of those ones that you have been waiting for, it is now on the iiRcade system. The game retails on their site for $7.99. In addition, iiRcade has added online support for 3 more games on their system. Those games are Fix 8, The Ninja Kids, and Strikers 1945 Plus, seen here. Strikers 1945 Plus is a vertical shoot 'em up. Fix 8 is kind of a run and gun vertical shoot 'em up type game. Although you're not in a plane on that, you're on the ground, more like a Commandos type game. And The Ninja Kids is a side-scrolling beat 'em up from Taito. So 3 more games available now for play online on the iiRcade system. So, in addition to that new game being added to the system and those 3 getting online support, iiRcade has been working on some software fixes, and they are hoping to get a firmware update out sometime next week. They're just waiting on final QC and different things like that, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they're going to get a new update to the system out next week. And they're looking to fix a few things that people have been mentioning lately. Things like DNS issues, being able to connect online, downloads getting stuck at 0%. They're also hoping to implement password locking for rooms online. And I don't know if this is part of the fix or if this has actually been done yet, but apparently some people in Canada have been having a lot of trouble connecting online, and that's either part of this fix or they fixed it already. I'm not quite sure which. If it's not fixed immediately, then hopefully it'll be part of this software fix, which, like I said, should be out sometime next week. So if you've been experiencing any of these issues and you're waiting for them to release a patch, keep an eye out because it should be coming really, really soon, all right? That's going to do it for this week, though, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know in the comments what you think of the news today. Are you excited that Pokemon Snap is coming to the Nintendo Switch Online? What N64 games do you think are going to be next on the list now that we've run through all the initial ones that they had said that they planned on releasing? Any interest at all in that Atari Mania game? Again, to me it looks like a lot of fun, but I want to see more info on it and just kind of see what it looks like a little bit more. Could be a real fun retro style game. And again, for the iiRcade, are you excited that Legend of Kage has finally made it to the system? Do you own any of those 3 new games that they've added online support for, and are you interested in playing them online? And hey, have you been experiencing any issues with your iiRcade that you're hoping gets fixed real soon with this patch that they're working on? Let me know in the comments, all right? That's going to do it for this video. I will see you guys again really soon. Have a great day. Take care.